up, everybody? This is Graham Guthrie at the Trading 8 for 8 channel. Welcome to today's 30-minute workout. If you're interested in what's to come, please take a moment and click on the down arrow just below this screen. It's going to give us an idea of today's goals, muscle groups we're going to focus on, equipment needed, as well as the types of movements, sets, and reps. Take time to focus on your form above all else. As you get stronger, more confident, the pace will pick up. You can either match mine or push through it. If you like the day's workout, please like our video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends and family. Without further ado, let's go get it. All right, good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna get started with a push and shoulder day. So we're gonna have squats, we're gonna have a ton of push-ups. We're gonna use bands and or weights for a few exercises. If you have something heavy around the apartment, around your home, that isn't a dumbbell or a band, feel free to find those. Make sure that you have two ideally, and they could be equal weight. So without further ado, let's get started here. We're gonna start with jogging high knees. So you wanna get your knees up to hip distance. We're gonna go for about 30 seconds on these ones. Just trying to get that heart rate up, get some blood pumping. You feel the knees dropping, pull them back up, over halfway. Three, 2, and 1, and we're gonna switch to butt kicks, which trying to keep the knees down and heels close to the backside. Get some fresh air in here. Keep going. Three, 2, and 1. All right, next thing, we're gonna come to the mat. We're gonna do a low lunge and elbow drop with trunk rotation. So what that's gonna look like is we find our plank. You're gonna do 3 elbow drops per side. So right now I'm gonna step my right leg forward next to my right hand. I'm gonna reach up with my right hand towards the ceiling, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And then I'm gonna try to drop my forearm, my elbow down towards the mat. That's 1, 2, and 3. Plant the hand, step the right foot back, left foot comes forward, left hand up towards the ceiling. Drop that forearm for 1. The back leg is pretty straight. Try to keep my hips low. 2, and 3. Step it back, nice strong plank, return up, shoulders away from the ears. You might feel that elbow get a little deeper every time you come down. Try not to keep the hips high. If we don't have great flexibility, this might be tough. But the more you work at it, the quicker you get there. Let's do one more side. I like this one. Do a ton of squats, these bodyweight squats. The home workouts, it's nice to open up the hips. 2, and 3. Last one to the left. And this should feel pretty good on that thoracic spine, mid-back. Last one. All right, so we're gonna come to our mat. We're gonna come into the quadruped position, which is hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hands shoulder distance apart, knees hip distance apart. And we're gonna do cat-cow. So when we breathe in, we're gonna drop the shoulders away from the ears, tuck the tailbone, backing up, belly button towards the rib cage, head comes up. And on the exhale, we go to cat, which is tuck the tailbone under, kind of slide the shoulder blades to the side, not forward, but out to the side, and drop your head down and move it with the breath. So breathe in, reverse it into your cow. I'm gonna stop talking. Make sure I get the benefit of the exercise. It should feel good on the low back, maybe on your neck. Get those shoulders warmed up. A few more breath transitions. And then we're going to come back into child's pose. All right, so child's pose. I'm going to go knees wide. Allow my tailbone to sink in between my feet. What you're going to do is you want to try to fold in half as best you can and then crawl your hands out and just breathe. We're trying to open up the shoulders a bit. Once you kind of crawl your hands out as far as you can get, just start focusing on the breath. Breathe in. Feel that rib cage expand. Exhale. See if you can drop the tailbone or the belly button closer to the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Get a little deeper if you can. And then if you want, you can kind of play around with dropping one armpit a little bit closer to the mat. Hold for a few seconds. Come back to center, and then maybe get a little bit of a switch. Or even crawl those fingertips further out if you can. We're going to take a few more breaths here. Last deep breath. All right, so we're going to come up to standing. We're going to grab, if you have it, a band, or you could use a broomstick if you want. These things are called shoulder dislocations. Again, terrible name for an exercise. The idea is to have the hands wide, to pull the band, the broomstick, whatever it may be, as far back behind your body without letting your elbows bend. So you may not notice it, but if I come up or my grip's too short, and I come up here and I try to go backwards, my elbows start to bend. This is my end range of motion. I come back forward, maybe I walk my hands out further, shoulders away from the ears, big chest, no shrugging, come from hips, front hip to back hip, if you can. We're just gonna go through this. Again, if you feel any shoulder pain, shoulder issues, just stop before it gets painful and come forward. I promise you, the further back you go, or the more you do these, the further back you'll get, the more you'll warm up. Maybe we don't get all the way back to our backside at the start. Do about 15 more seconds of these. Long warm up today, because we are gonna crush the chest and the shoulders. All right, so the first movement we're gonna do, if any of these movements you have a hard time doing the full set of them, I wanna make it hard enough to where the rep scheme is gonna be basically 10 today. If you can't get 10, because it's too heavy, it's too challenging, just keep good form for as many reps as you can and stop. Once your form goes, we stop, okay? So this one is gonna be a front squat to overhead press. So what we're gonna do is, if you have a band, if you have a weight, we're gonna keep the weight in front of our chest, in front of our shoulders. Vertical forearm as best you can. So here I am with my band. I'm gonna squat nice and deep, and I'm gonna come up and overhead press. And as I come down, elbows kind of lead the charge on the way down. You'll see my elbows are in front of me, I'm not here. And then keep it going. So when you're ready, we're gonna do 10 squat to overhead press. 3, 2, 1. Sit back on those heels. 1, 2, breathe in on the way down. Exhale up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Keep those shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades down the back. Even though you're pressing overhead, doesn't mean we need to shrug. 6, 7, and to get overhead, make sure you're not extending the spine. We don't want to be back here. 8, if you have shoulder mobility, maybe your hands come out a little bit in front of the body. Give me one more. All right, very good. So the next thing we're gonna do is a plank to basically child's pose, except we're gonna be in the quadruped position. You're not gonna let your knees rest on the ground. So what it's gonna look like is we come up into our plank. Your feet are gonna be a little bit wider, think hip distance apart. And then you're gonna kind of, it should feel like you're pushing the ground away, almost like you're doing that overhead press again. And bend the knees, try to drop your chest to your thighs. Keep the knees low, press away. So that's the plank to push back. If you want more of a challenge, which I'm gonna do, is we're gonna do a push up with every plank. So it's plank, push up, push back, come forward. Don't feel like you need to do that, but additional challenge here. Try to keep the elbows tight to the body if you're doing the push-ups with me. Focus on the triceps a little bit more. All right, 3, 2, 1, we're going for 10. And don't rush through them. Make sure those shoulders are set wherever we are in this movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lock those knees out in your plank, squeeze the glutes. 8, 9, and 10. Return to plank, stand up. So those are 2 movements. We're gonna take a solid 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds, minute, before we get into the next round. Grab some water if you'd like. So check in with your body, especially for those overhead squats. Again, shoulder mobility, if you can only come here because your back's tight, you have any type of shoulder mobility issue and you can't get to this nice vertical line, choose a lighter weight and try to get as close to here as we can. If we go too heavy and we're here, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on your spine, it's gonna put a lot of torque on your shoulder. But if we're here and we lean back, that's even worse. So go lighter, maybe go in front of the body a little bit. But let's get back into it. So I'm going a little heavier because I got options and I want a little bit more of a challenge. So we're gonna get to our front squat position. Oh, that's a heavy one. All right, as many as you can, stopping at 10. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, woo, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Ooh, that's rough. All right, finish your set. Meet on the floor. We're gonna find our plank. It's gonna be a lot tougher after that heavier band. So remember, push up if you got it. Even if you wanna try every other one, if it's more than what you did, maybe then more than what feels comfortable, feels easy, but you can do it with good form. I want you to follow me. Feet hip distance apart, hands under the shoulders, push back into our quadruped child's pose. So 3, 2, 1, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 'Ooh, I'm getting tired. All right, that's a wrap. So, good work. Now we're gonna move on to the second superset. It's gonna be more push-ups. If you aren't tired of them yet, it's gonna be a lateral one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk the body over to the side, push up, walk to the other side, push up. Then it's curtsy lunges. We're gonna do 10 on one side. If you want to hold weights or a band under the front foot for additional tension, by all means. Then it's going to be band pull aparts, finish with an elevated glute bridge. Put your feet up on a chair, on your sofa. I'm actually going to go grab a chair real quick. I'll be back. Take some water. Disappearing act is over. Rest period over. Everything is 10 reps, curtsy lunge, 10 reps a side. We're trying to get at least 3 to 4 rounds in here. Without further ado, so I'm gonna move this up a little bit. My feet don't hit the door. 10 push-ups, lateral push-ups, step out to the side, push up, hands together, push up. That's 2, keep it going. 4, aim that sternum at the middle of your chest, between the hands. There's a wider grip than where we were in those pushbacks. Remember, keep those shoulders away from the ears. 10. Very good. All right. Curtsy lunge. I'm going to try a band, see how this works out for me. So, all the curtsy lunge is, stand tall, feet together. We're going to hip hinge backwards, bend that front knee. Get your, this is right leg staying forward, left leg's coming behind. You want at least that left knee behind that right leg. 10 to the right, then 10 to the left. Grab some tension. In 3, 2, 1. 1. Drive your weight through your heel and don't let that knee cave in. Whoop, balances off towards that center line. That's 3, 4, 5. Big chest, shoulders down the back. 6. Nice and controlled. 7. Don't lose your balance like I did on that 3rd rep. 8. 9. And 10. All right. So, finish your set. If you haven't already, left foot forward, right foot stepping back for 10 reps. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. See how far down you can get that back knee. 3, 4, and you're gonna feel this in the glute med, outside, kind of towards your back pocket. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So, if you got one, we're gonna do band pull aparts, underhand grip for 12 reps. If you only have dumbbells, it's a bent over fly, so hips back at a 90-degree angle, shoulders away from the ears. You're gonna come up, hands out, side of the shoulders. Slight bend of the elbows to make it comfortable. Don't stand up, and don't tuck your tailbone. Keep that flat back. All right, 10 reps. Underhand grip or bent over fly. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. If it's too hard, walk your hands out. If it's too easy, bring them in. 3. Don't rush these. Don't let your hands snap back. 5, 6. Try to keep that elbow angle the same. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last one, elevated glute bridge. So, nestle up to your couch, a chair. I'm gonna plant my heels on the floor. If you don't have anything nearby to put your feet up on, just do them from the floor. Same setup. This just gives us a little bit more resistance, a little bit more of a challenge. Knees 90 degrees. If you're on the floor, heels close to your butt as you can get. We're never letting our backside rest on the floor. All right, so shoulders away from ears, 10 reps. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. Try not to let the knees cave or push out. 3, 4. And if your feet start sliding on that surface, pull them back in. 5, 6, 7. Apple's not applesauce. Really squeeze your butt before you come back down. 9, and 10. All right. I forgot about my chest. It's a good thing by the time we get back into these push-ups, finish your set, we're gonna meet at the top of the mat in the plank position for our 10 push-ups. So start in a normal push-up position, walk your feet, hands out. 1, let's get it going here. 2, if these are too tough for you, you wanna do them from a countertop, although I don't know how much countertop space we all have to go laterally. 5, 6, just do a normal push-up, or maybe one from your knees. 7, 8, 9, last one coming up, 10. All right, curtsy lunge. Band or weights if you want, body weight's fine. Just do them with control. Hips, shoulders, moving at the same time because our core is nice and tight. I'm releasing my Hoff Training Systems video today on YouTube. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. All right, actually let's start with the left side. Left foot forward, right foot stepping back. And 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so try something different here. Now, switch foot, step back with the left. 3, 2, and let's go. 1, 2, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Underhand grip, band pull aparts, or bent over flies for 10. Starting in 3, 2, let's go. 1. I notice my hands are shoulder height in the front. They come down a little bit when they come to the sides. 2, the band is kind of hitting me mid-chest or nipple line. 3, 4, shoulders are down the back. Feeling that tight squeeze between the shoulder blades. 5, but the burn starting in the back of the shoulder. 6, 7, 8, 9, and even if you have extra slack, bring the hands back. 8, I'm gonna do an extra. 9, last one. Go through a bigger range of motion is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Glute bridges. All right, so hips closer to the chair. Look for at least a 90-degree angle. Going up for 10 in 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. We're looking for a nice straight line from the shoulders through the knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, relax. We're gonna do one more round here. If you're on IG Live, I know people gotta run by 8. YouTube people, if you got extra 5 minutes, let's get some work done. So take 30 seconds or so. We're gonna get back into our lateral push-ups. All right. if you're not on the floor already, come into our plank. Let's get started for our 10 lateral push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let the hands crawl out in front of your shoulders, in front of your head. 7, just because we're moving. 8, 9, last push up of the morning. And 10, very good. Curtsy lunge. I'm gonna start with the right foot forward for this round. Finish your push-ups if you haven't already. Grab your weights. We're gonna stand up, nice and tall. Left foot stepping back for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. 1. Drive that floor away with that front heel. Weight should be pushed through the arch to the heel of that front foot. 3, 4. Ooh. Caught myself in the balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides when you're ready. Find your posture, find your balance. Right foot, stepping back for 10 in 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Whew. Don't do that if you don't have shoes on. Would not feel great. All right, underhand, band pull parts for 10. 3, or bend over fly. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3. If you need more rest in between exercises, take it. 4. We're kind of doing opposing muscle groups. 6. So because you were lunging, 7, your shoulders shouldn't be worked too hard. Kind of limit the rest. 8. But as always, if you need it, if it's 9, affecting your form, take more rest. 10. As we get more fit, stronger, cardio is better. It won't be quite so tough. Last movement. Your best 10 bridges. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, great work, everybody. We're done for today's workout. Awesome work. Let me know what the toughest movement was for you. For me personally, it was probably that overhead press and a lot of push-ups that we were doing today. So we were hitting the chest pretty hard, the triceps pretty hard, Shoulders pretty hard, a lot of planking. So again, making sure that core is nice and tight. And again, check out on YouTube my Hoff training systems. It's called a bracing video, probably like 5-6 minutes long. Add a little levity to your day as well. But keep up the good work. We'll be back tomorrow for a core workout. Stay safe, stay hydrated, be positive, and I'll catch you soon. And that's a wrap. Fantastic work this morning. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please reach out using the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can with the best answer possible. If you enjoyed today's workout, please hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, share with your friends and family. If you're interested in one-on-one virtual training, I would love to take a few people on as clients. Please let me know. Again, comments, you can reach out. You can hit me up on Instagram at trading848.com. If you're interested in joining in these workouts live every day, get a little bit more consistency in your day, you can follow along on Instagram Live, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time each weekday. I am currently an out-of-work personal trainer, but if you're interested in donating, helping me out in these tough times, if you're able to, that'd be fantastic. You could reach me on Venmo at Graham-Guthrie. I'll put it up right here. Again, continue working hard, remain positive, stay hydrated, be safe, and until next time, take care.